gentlemen, I am meteorologist Liam Kenny. We have a lot to get to tonight. First off, the Atlanta Braves pulling off a major win last night in the National League Championship Series over the Los Angeles Dodgers. It was an amazing game. I watched it from start to finish. I probably stayed a little bit later than my mom had wanted me to, but I'm very, very, very sorry, Mom, and I appreciate you letting me stay just a little bit later so I could watch the game. And that's not all. They will be playing again tonight in Los Angeles at 8:08 p.m. The Braves are definitely ahead in the series with a lead of 3-1, trailing the Los Angeles Dodgers with a lead of 1-3. It is going to be an absolute picture-perfect night for some baseball. Around 7 o'clock, the temperatures are going to be starting off in the mid-60s, going down into the low 60s as you end the game towards 10 o'clock. Hardly any clouds in the sky at all. Once again, as you heard me say yesterday, if you watched my video, I am a huge Braves fan. So, as much as I want the Braves to win, I will still wish everybody that loves the Los Angeles Dodgers the best of luck. It has been an absolute picture-perfect series, and it will probably most likely continue to be that way until one of these teams gets to the World Series. And we have another league going on. This is the American League Championship Series hosting the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. The Houston Astros are currently in the lead with a record of 3-2, while the Boston Red Sox have a record of 2-3. Honestly, I'm not really a fan of either of these teams. However, a lot of my family members that live up in New England are big fans of the Boston Red Sox, so because of that reason, I will be rooting for them over the Houston Astros. But once again, I wish both teams the best of luck. Another picture-perfect night for some baseball. Temperatures at the start of the game starting out around 80, going down towards 77 as you end the game. Once again, an absolute picture-perfect night for some baseball. And the winners of both of these series will be advancing to this year's World Series. Once again, the Boston Red Sox in it with the Houston Astros, while the Atlanta Braves are in it with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Whoever wins those series will be advancing to this year's World Series. 2 spots open, and whoever wins that will be the grand champion of this year's World Series, all right? Moving on from baseball, what's going to be happening over the weekend? Well, what's currently going on right now, we have a cold front that has been formed by 2 different areas of low pressure that have been spawning a lot of scattered showers and thunderstorms going from western New York through western Pennsylvania, down through eastern Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and then eventually down into the Gulf Coast. Now, if you all can remember the past weekend that we had a massive cold front that dried up any air or moisture in the atmosphere that led to kind of unpleasant conditions, unlike fall weather. As soon as that came through, it felt amazing outside. Now, let me warn you, as we head towards this weekend, it's going to get a little bit more humid. However, it's still going to be, honestly, very, very nice. And the reason for that is because as soon as that cold front came through, the Gulf of Mexico was kind of unhappy that all the moisture was gone. It was like, where did all my moisture go? I want to keep fueling that. So, over the last couple of days, it has been starting to fuel more moisture into the atmosphere, and that is why we've been seeing all these scattered showers and thunderstorms along this brand new frontal boundary. And with that being said, it will bring us a very, very, very small chance of rain as we head into Saturday night, all right? So here's the forecast. Starting at Saturday at 2 p.m., the cold front is still way west of us, just across the border of our area. We're still looking at, honestly, pretty nice conditions. It'll only be partly cloudy out there with hardly any rain at all. However, as we head into the late afternoon, around 4 p.m., the cold front starts dinking south and brings us a little bit more cloud cover, but still hardly any showers at all. Now, as we head towards 8 p.m., our cold front definitely gets a lot closer to our coastal areas, and that is when our best shot of rain is going to be. Most of you are not going to see any rain at all. In order to see rain, you have to be along coastal areas going from Charleston up through Myrtle Beach, Murrells Inlet, Pawleys Island, and then eventually northward towards Wilmington, North Carolina. Once again, probably hardly any of you will not see any rain at all. The only places that will probably most likely see rain going from Wilmington, North Carolina, down through Myrtle Beach, Pawleys Island, Murrells Inlet, Georgetown, and then down towards Charleston. And the system is a very fast mover. As we head towards 10 p.m., this thing is already going to be out of our area. That's 6 p.m. Once again, 6 p.m., it will be out of our area, leaving us with mostly cloudy skies. Honestly, though, once again, hardly anybody will see any rain at all. Now, a topic that I don't talk about much in my videos is the ongoing wildfire crisis that has been happening over the last several months in the western tier of the United States. Over several 100,000 people have lost their homes and unfortunately have lost their family members. Over 2 to 3 million acres have been burned, destroying people's lives and eventually into their homes. Some people in this area have gone over 6 to 7 months without seeing a single drop of rain. And as you can see by our drought monitor here, it is just absolutely extreme out there. Anywhere we see these dark reds to light reds to oranges to yellow, that is where the drought is in that extreme to exceptional stage. Once again, some areas in this region, in the Pacific Northwest, have gone over 6 to 7 months without seeing a single drop of rain. Think about that. I know a lot of you that live in coastal areas around me get upset when we don't see, 2 to 3 weeks without any rain. People in this region have gone over 6 to 7 months without seeing a single drop of rain. That is honestly unlivable, in my opinion, all right? Finally, though, God is finally answering some prayers and bringing us some much-needed rain with not 1, not 2, but 3 systems, all right? And actually, I was watching the Weather Channel earlier, and I was watching one of their models, and surprisingly, the area of low pressure within this rain that we see on the radar right here, there's actually hurricane-force winds being reported within the system, all right? Regardless of that, we're definitely starting to see a lot more rain across portions of northwestern California, western Oregon, and then also into portions of extreme western Seattle, Washington, all right? Now, over the weekend, prayers are finally going to be answered thanks to, remember, not 1, not 2, but 3 pressure systems drawing in a lot of moisture, all right? So here's our first one, a cold front bringing in a lot of moisture from the southern Pacific Ocean, drawing it northeastward, thus enhancing the chance of rain across portions of western California. And also, not to forget, anywhere in these higher elevations in eastern California, we could be looking at very impressive snow totals, all right? Now, our first one pushes eastward, and we get a brand new one, okay? This is system number 2. We're still getting a lot of moisture coming in from the southern Pacific Ocean, bringing in a lot of moisture, thus enhancing our rain chance, especially along portions of western California, and also, not to forget, all the snow that's going to be falling in the higher elevations in eastern California. And last but not least, system number 3. Here she is. Isn't she beautiful? Another cold front formed by another area of low pressure, still getting that moisture being poured in from the southern Pacific Ocean. Plenty of moisture fueling those rain showers, especially along portions of western California. Not to forget, once again, all the snow showers are going to be pouring in into the higher elevations of eastern California, all right? Here's the model, all right? Here is the first system coming in, an absolute powerhouse, all right? Here's system number 2, just a little minor one. Now, look at this one. That one is going to be the biggest one we see, all right? And the reason for that, let me play it back again. Watch the third one very, very closely, all right? So here's the first one right there. Plenty of moisture coming in. All right, here's system number 2. Still getting moisture, but watch this one, especially right there. Look at that right there. Look how heavy that rain is and that snow is in the higher elevations, all right? I'll play it again. Here's the first system. Lots of rain in northwestern California, snow in the higher elevations. Here's our second one. And number 3, the mother of all. Look how heavy that rain and snow is in the higher elevations. That is just absolutely incredible in my mind. And thankfully, it is much needed considering how long some areas in the western tip of the United States have gone without seeing a single drop of rain, all right? Please be sure to visit my website above at www.liamsweather.org. You can see I got my Braves fan waving in the background. Go Braves tonight. I hope they win tonight and advance to this year's World Series. Once again, I wish the best of luck to all teams out there, all right? Please be sure to follow me on Facebook at at Liam Kenny, on Instagram at Liam's Weather, and last but not least on Twitter at Liam's Weather 621. And if you are brand new to the channel, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and also be sure to click that like button if you are enjoying the content, all right? So that is going to wrap up tonight's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and go Braves!